Gul'dan versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
Your soul shall be mine.
You're gonna have to keep abusive. Northshire Cleric is one of the easiest ways for you to lose this game. Turn 1 Northshire Cleric if you can't kill it. So I just went ahead and kept the abusive in case I needed to. Otherwise, abusive is one of the best cards. I don't have to play it on 2. If he doesn't play the Cleric, I could start tapping from there, or even just play it kind of like as a 2-1. It's just a card that gives you a lot of options. Obviously, with the Flame Imp, it matters a lot less. We're looking to just storm as much damage as possible, especially with the Flame Imp opening and Abusive Voidwalker. Even though our deck is kind of Death Rattle focused, the cards we have in our hand aren't. So we can potentially kill him before AoE turns, or at least do irrecoverable damage by then. It's a really good hand because against control decks, you just want all of one thing. So like all Death Rattles or all high damage minions. Sometimes, I guess high damage is the best. High damage followed by some Death Rattles on the AoE turns are ideal.
Death does not scare me.
That is going to be better. That way I can play around villains chosen. Is there some kind of betterness of tapping first because of this Doom Deathlord? I don't think it changes any ratios at all. But there's also nothing else I would do. Maybe it... I think ratio-wise it's the same. But like if I tapped into like a Dr. Boom or Sea Giant, it would mean that I have less chance of getting one on board. But then it's like countered by if I tap into a small minion, it's more chance to get Dr. Boom on board.
Do you like to play with fire?
We're starting to get into some really iffy territory here. Because we really don't want to take this trade, and we have a Voidwalker that's pretty good. Plus our guys are pretty healthy as 2 4s and 1 3s, and he's already used his coin. But the thing is, even if he just heals and kills Voidwalker, I have to deal 3-1 next turn. If he heals it though, he probably misses a lot more. Like he doesn't do anything if he heals it. I think I have to trade. I was thinking of maybe like if he heals it with the 2 mana, then he's not playing a 4-drop. I don't know if that's great reasoning. There's also the other possibility that he could blow me out as well. Or at least play enough spells that weaken so I board enough for Holy Nova. And plus, if he heals it and trades in, I still have to deal with the 3-1 next turn. I don't really want to trade Brann next turn either.
Death does not scare me.
Gary the Snail, thanks for resubbing. Welcome back to the Strife crew.
Buying or selling.
I don't actually have enough damage to kill his Deathlord. I guess I'm gonna start by tapping and playing maybe one of my drops here.
Almost out of time.
The light protects me.
I'm doing a test here. It's not gone, guys.
I see.
Okay, so I guess the problem here is power roaming this is like extremely inefficient, leaving a 2-1 against this. But if I leave it up and he trades, I still need to find one way to deal some damage with Deathlord, and maybe I don't want to power overwhelming my Lotheb. I just ended up not power roaming there, and I also don't like Undertaker. Just dies for free. Looks like a Sea Giant kind of turn for me soon. If we play 3 minions, Sea Giant will cost 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can play our whole hand, but then we don't actually get the power overwhelming in here. It's kind of weak to Light Bomb. I'd rather use power overwhelming. So let's say we play 1, 2, 3, 2 minions. This costs 3, 2, 3. Oh, so we can't do anything. Oh well, let's just go ahead and not worry about the Sea Giant.
Put this apple on your head.
Or not worry about playing anything else other than the Sea Giant is what I mean. Especially Light Bombs. If I don't even kill the Death Lord before the Light Bomb, that's basically game over. I felt like Knife Juggler here was worth it. Still, I get 2 pings this turn. I could potentially kill a Zombie Chow with it. Also, Knife Juggler just trades decent with the board, especially since I have no other egg activators. You develop some damage on board. Oh, so good for me. Those pings. We can't really play around Cabal. I mean, if we play both, like, no matter what, we have to play one Imp gang. Might as well play both. The good thing is my deck doesn't really contain AoE. He couldn't have stolen AoE. He could have got stolen Implosions. It's kind of likely, or maybe like Sea Giant, Dr. Boom. Okay, that probably changes what I want to do. Yeah, that's way too good. I'll be overcommitting a lot for AoE, but my minions won't be damaged enough to die to some of the AoEs, and this is a good turn to try for it. Plus, he doesn't have that many cards left, right? He only has 1 Priest card left in his hand. The other cards are all Thought Stole. Implosion for sure. That's the most likely card he stole, actually, because Implosion have 2 ofs. Argus is really likely. Okay. All the 2 ofs left in my deck. Ooh, that's even better than Argus, because I can propagate through. I don't like playing Undertaker. It fills out my board for these Imp Gang. It's like, yeah, I get to play and it turns into a 2-2 because it's Death Rattle, but at that point my board is full, which makes it more awkward for AoE purposes. It's like it dies anyways, the Holy Nova. These things don't spawn Imps after. I don't like Argus because if I Argus this turn here, it is a little bit better against Holy Nova maybe here, but if I Argus this turn and he like steals my stuff with Cabal,
My shield for Argus.
wish you're dead.
Welcome to the Grand Tournament, champion.
You still have 7 cards, have to keep tapping. Ooh, Dr. Boom. Alright.
Sever my wrath!
It's actually going to be a 3-2 Undertaker. So if we trade the Boom bot in, we can Argus here, potentially. I mean, probably not. I don't want to Argus Boom anyways. Just an option, though.
Do you like to play with fire?
Like, at least I can develop this. It will be really annoying if he gets Belcher, but at this point, it's maybe not much science. It's not super important science effect, but I don't want to trade 8 into it anyways, so we can just try to trade in the 2-1 for it. We have to leave that up. There's no way you can waste that much damage. It's in top deck mode, and I don't want to... Oh... I don't want to give him time to top deck something.
My shield for Argon. My shield for Argon.
No more light bombs though. Just trying to dodge Entomb Death right now. I feel like if he kills my Sea Giant, I guess I could at least go for one more kind of play, but I'm pretty much out of steam with 3 cards, and he's healing for 4 every turn. I would only have 5 damage if he kills this guy. But I do have BGH I can develop after. If he kills it, then I'll do 5-9 damage a turn. Still have some chance, maybe. I couldn't play the BGH here anymore with the Sea Giant on the field.
Quickly.
Is someone injured?
Well played.
I think I should go for it. Go for the tap with 2 cards. He can't deal 5 damage to me next turn.
So many.
Not even with Alkanai here. Hero power does 4.
I'm almost out of cards. Almost out of time.
So the biggest thing here is do I trade for this guy, because it's all about cards for him. Let's say he gets my guy here with death. I don't like it. It would be more reasonable to trade for it if this was activated, because if he casts spells and get damage and start healing, draw a lot of cards. But for now, it's not easy for him to draw any cards anyways. And if he does actually get Entomb or Death, I can still win with this amount of damage.
Welcome to the exhibit.
The only way he's getting cards if he trades into my guys and heals my guy, but he's healing my guy for 4, it's a lot to lose as well.
You have bet.
The cards mostly trying to tap for his Peddler as my last card. Peddler is like 2 damage immediately for the next turns, and also Peddler can give me more things.
Victory or death. Your soul shall be mine.
Certainly an interesting hand. I guess it's not very good. 2 Implosions has like severely diminishing returns against Warrior. It's hard to curve out with Coin Implosion to Implosion. Deathspite comes out in 4 anyways. Might have to just dodge Deathspite this game or get some other cards to play. We'll get 2 cards. And this is card he kept, so you can kind of maybe get a read on if he plays it early. It's Fireworks or something. I talked a little bit about this before, but I like mulliganing away Voidwalker if I'm on the coin, not if I'm not on the coin. Against Warrior. I think that was correct. He kept the bash, so I guess at this point we don't really know what he has. Our curve going to the next turns is way too weak for us to save coin into Dr. Boom. Because that's still turn 6. We need stuff to do for the next 2 turns. Implosion it's like very likely not even gonna happen, so I went ahead and cycled the coin for a life tap to try to get some stuff to these next 2 turns. Well, let's start by tapping again. I'm gonna definitely have to activate my egg this turn. We can't be that weak on pressure. The only thing now, it's kind of weird after seeing the Brann, because I wanted to abusive and power, but now I kind of want to save abusive. Let's see, if he plays a Belcher next turn, we can... I guess we can implosion.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
I just also need to develop another minion on board, which is really necessary right now, and fill up my curve a little bit more. It doesn't seem like it's significantly better one way or another. Like, say he plays Belcher and I have a super abusive, it doesn't even seem like it's significantly better, like, necessary. It would just allow me to trade in Voidwalker for the Belcher and then this one for the Slime, but 4-3 is still going to die the weapon after. Oh, that's top deck of my whole deck. This play here just, it's like, it's either he just doesn't have anything or he's trying to bait me more into Brawl. Either way, this is perfect. With 12 damage this turn, 16 with the power, so the hard decision is if he plays Sylvanas, whether I'm going to need to make trades here or go face. Because Sylvanas in a Brawl is like a way for him to take complete board control. If he does play Sylvanas into Brawl, it's like this. I might just have to Implosion and try for a strategy that lets him steal something else. Tournament Medic, he could be running like the Fibonacci list, meaning he's running double Brawl, which is pretty likely. We don't want to commit too much more here. Double Brawl, double Revenge kind of lists. It's hard because this is like a free kill at 1-8, and it's like kind of a threat as a tournament medic, but I do have other option, which is just going face here. He could win the Brawl. I don't know if it's worth it to trade 8 for that. No, I like killing it. Problem is if I don't kill the 1-8 and just go face, he could just Fire War Axe or kill the Voidwalker and then kill my Abusive for free with it. It's actually looks pretty good for him even without the Brawl. This is kind of close in order to try to bait out more things, play more things here or not. I definitely don't like Implosioning though, because Implosion, like if he does Brawl with these 4 minions, I have some chance where, you know, one of my big minions survives. Implosion is significantly worse than some odds there. So this is, again, I'm just setting up like a decent board. I can't be too weak, but I always need to set up a decent amount of board where Brawl's going to be good for him this game for sure. It's just a fine line between like not going too much and being too weak. You can't, obviously you just can't be too weak against where they're just going to beat you by playing big minions. This is still good. I have Brann in the field still. Both executes are gone. I'm not used to the Doomsayer here, I guess.
Almost out of time.
He's used both executes, but I think Boom would still be worse against Brawl because I don't develop any death rattles. Sport is relatively decent, especially considering I have power or roaming on Egg. So the main thing here is if I'm playing too weak of a board here because of this Death Bite, but I don't think it's still that weak because of the power overwhelmings. And my hand is fairly reactive with double implosion, so that's something to consider going into these next turns where I can potentially just be not so much stronger than him still. He's thinking of attacking that me. Maybe he has another... He has like a revenge in his hand, it's likely. At least he's thinking, and he has a revenge in his hand, so he can double whirlwind here. Because him attacking that is not going to kill a creeper. Very good. I think this is semi-necessary to play, because if I don't play this, he can kind of checkmate me with Death Bite, even if he has Brawl. Yeah, if he just attacks the Nerubian, and then all I have is these 1/1s on the field, but it's hard for me to play next turn because he could still have the Brawl, and then he's threatening to clear my whole board with the Whirlwind again. That's going to make it super hard. So I like just playing the Voidwalker to prevent a Death Bite into the Nerubian from happening this turn. I think we're going to start tapping. We're getting low, but I don't really know if we can play around Grom. We're not even at 12. I don't think Haunted Creep will contribute a whole lot, I guess, playing here, and as you start running out of cards. The only reason... Haunted Creep, there is a good reason, though, against second Brawl. I have semi-decent reads. Like, it's like he didn't have Brawl the early game. He top-decked that last one. I'm not sure. It seemed like there were a lot of turns where first Brawl might have come out. I'm just gonna tap and play Dr. Boom. Creeper's too low of a threat, basically, but it's really good against Brawl. I think his list is running double Brawl, at least. It's just whether he has both in his hand. There's a lot of cards that make me suggest it. Oh, it looks like he has a kill on me next turn. You know, the more I think about it, I can't tell what exactly to do here. Because even though I have two Defender of Arguses, it's likely that some of his kills involve Deathbite on me over 2 turns. Like, maybe he has Brawl in his hand, and he's Deathbite or Fire Warax and just wants to... I guess it depends whether I can even play around it, right? I can go face.
Almost out of time.
I think it's almost more likely it has Brawl and Deathbite or Fire Warax than a kill here at 6. And I think I can still win against that line. I guess Boombot damage in. I have... Oh my god. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm not sure, but it just that was kind of my read there. Because there's not really any reason necessarily in order to swing with Deathbite to face. If you have Grom, you could just equip Deathbite. You can even kill my Doomguard or my 7/7 and still have lethal with Grom Cruel next turn. If he just has Grom, that's 4 damage. Deathbite, Fireworks, 4 damage. I guess I've never really considered 2 Gorehells in the same deck, which is, I guess, what it would make sense, but it kind of makes sense for him to threaten me like that and try to get me to overcommit to second Brawl, or like maybe life tap for an Argus, just to get me low there. It's not even for me to life tap second Argus, but it's just to get that damage in and then make me overcommit to second Brawl while having other weapon damage. It just turned out his other weapon damage was the second Gorehell, which I would never think that would happen.
Gul'dan versus Uther.
I will fight with honor. Your soul shall be...
Wow, I'm actually getting really weirded out by, after like I really looked through the deck lists of the people that won the EU tournament. I'm gonna keep Knife Juggler against Paladin because I have so many other early game curve cards that I might be able to defend my Juggler.
I'll never tell.
If like the sources I'm looking at are correct, it means that everyone that won the EU qualifiers, it's like one. It's only one non-aggro deck out of 16, other than mid-range druids. Probably is Noble Sack, but he would have played any secret here, so I guess I can't really just say it's Noble Sack. Let's start by attacking. We don't have a minion next turn that's better to attack with anyways. Seems like a decent shot of playing Knife Juggler here. That way I can save my coin. Actually, let's go in Peddler. I like Peddler more. Part of it is against Avenge. I probably have to trade my Juggler against the minion that gets Avenged. Part of it is it's still weak to just Call Camera on 3. Okay, so I'm definitely going to be playing around Consecrate with how this ended up working out. I'm going to put the Creeper on the left and just going to go ahead and play this anyways. Oh, definitely playing Knife Juggler here. Oh, another reason why I didn't play Knife Juggler in turn 2 was I wasn't sure what the secret is, except it wasn't Noble Sack. So it could have been Repentance, which would have been, I don't know, some low chance, and then Muster kills my Knife Juggler. I would be extremely surprised if he had second Consecrate, because mostly you don't use 2 Consecrates in Secret Paladin. Okay, so I can at least Implosion here first. If it's Redemption, it's fine. If it's Redemption, because 3-1 I can just kill later. I like doing this. Wait. Yeah, I like doing it first. I was thinking if I should wait for the Avenge, but I don't think so. The guy still takes the damage through Avenge. It'll be a... Oh, they die at the same time. Wait, is that even true? This is actually something I'm not sure about. I thought that maybe I would just ping it through Avenge, and then it would Avenge after and save it, and it would just be a 4-2 after Revenge, but that doesn't seem right either.